Hello everybody, my name is Vincent Knight and welcome back to the round table. We got the Sinking City. I wishlist Sinking City 2 and my roommate is like, hey, did you play the first one? I have not. So here we are. We're gonna play the first one now. Frosty welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmount, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmount, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself. Then come to Oakmount as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Quarterly? That's new. Jonas von Dierberg. That's gotta be crazy. Have to go meet somebody while you're having visions and stuff like that of sea creatures. And you have to take a boat to see that person? Okay, let's see. Gotta fix that. Maybe not. That's not it.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oakmount, Monolith National Park is waiting for you. Yeah, it is. On the camera. Trophy plate. Don't do that, kids.
If I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Letter from J. Van Dierberg. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria, visions in the city of Oklahoma, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Oh wait, is this? Oh yeah, this is what we already read. The controls are weird in this game. I wasn't looking at it. Curse of the Were Jaguar. troglodyte. Alright, let's get off this boat.
Now get out!
Friendly?
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Okay, 1 second. Let's try that.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
That was really ominous. Thanks. Okay. Of course he's a detective too. Wow. something else. I'll probably go the wrong way. It looks like trouble. Let's go back this way. That's our boat. Yeah, I think we need to go this way.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
I see why he stands out
If
now.
I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouther-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I don't know if we should start that spot.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Best damn detective in the land, don't you worry. Oh, the door's just open like that. Okay. Ugh. Okay. First off, this is not how you remodel. That whole wall should be taken out. Secondly, you ever heard of a broom and a mop? Actually, she better get a shovel. And don't do that. At least finish the job before you do that.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Yeah. Well, gotta take care of our little friends. Shell casings, gunpowder, metal scraps.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
I mean, the room is kind of cleansy. I hope this is the right house. I'm just searching some stranger's house. Oh yeah, okay. You were in the right place.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
What? Since when? It's just a cabinet.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Okay. Fish. Lots of fish.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Nice.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Ah, yes, can't be a PI without alcohol. It's necessary. Can't open the damn thing. Maybe. I don't know what you want me to do with that.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Got too many eyes.
Sounds like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
I gotta figure this out.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina,
Oh. I see.
Five cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
That is the, what's that? Not quarters eight. I don't know.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Supposed to be looking for some spooky thing.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious. Barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. And he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
I'm pretty sure you said Kay
There
once.
was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Some broken boxes. Might have something.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run! Take this, ape face.
That ain't right.
What's happening?
You know, I have to put this in order.
Take this. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
It reminded me of the other game I played like this. It's a detective game about a guy who dies. And he's trying to find his killer, and he's a ghost now. You get to do things like that. I wish I remembered the name of it. Okay. Am I missing something? Yeah, that should be loaded. With the camera. My place. Oh, okay, I see. Traffic plate. Okay. So we got anti-Throgmorton sentiment. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and possessed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Albert spread hysteria around him. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. So we got that. Does that mean follow the omens? Mind's eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them to new evidence. Yep. He jumps out the window. Gotcha. Okay, we'll go down there, see if we can track him then. Now that we have more of them.
So the fishermen pursued Albert. Even let off a few shots.
That way. Birds. Did I go too far? Oh, hello. I did.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high.
Yeah,
Albert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Monkey man.
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstained note. Lewis, please. Just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't have yet enough. Oh, I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest, Peter. Oh, scandalous.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Looks like we gotta go in the basement. But we're gonna look around first. Oh my goodness. Not gonna get used to that anytime soon. Ooh, such a weird search mechanic. Nope. Nope, upstairs. God, that really looks breakable. Nothing. Alright, downstairs we go. Secrets. Can't go on without looking for secrets. I don't think there's gonna be much in this intro. Mission here. Coil springs. We got a lock.
The door won't budge.
Can I break it? Yeah, buddy. Oh, I'm out of a brick now, though. Ow, God.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's it.
That's not what I meant to do. This is... Can I make ammo? Oh, I can. There we go. Oh man, that's creepy. What kind of thingy is that? Where did it come from? Okay, now that I'm done sucking. 7 rounds for that thing. Unbelievable. There's another one. Yeah, 1 second.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Emperor's mortared. Mortared. Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. Our honor isn't dead to Lewis. Lewis, the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton, may be hiding at the bar in Oakport. Murdered. Oh man, the guy's not gonna be happy about this. Go back and tell Daddy-O. What the fuck? That is not a regular rat. Are we really just gonna ignore this? You guys are cool with this? Normal day for you? Alright.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when
After I've missed 7
possible.
times. 6
And
times.
when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilled for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Ugh. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Aye, aye, Captain. Do I have a map? I have a map. Warehouse. City Port. Hotel. Hospital. Police Department. Chronicle. Library. City Hall. Asylum? Oh. Wait, where am I supposed to go then? Lewis, the sponsor that killed Albert Throgmorton, may be hiding at the bar in Oakport. Oh. Open. Gotcha. This way, I believe. Ooh, that thing is so creepy. It's a nice house. Oh, under the cube bar. Look at that.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
I guess.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
You look fine.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really?
You tell.
Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it
booze.
easier for you. I don't smoke.
What?
Some other time.
No.
Maybe.
As you wish.
Some weird creatures about. Cannot give us some bullets.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I can give you some booze.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
Can I go back here? Can you let me? Ugh. That doesn't look healthy. Is it pulsating? No. Inventory. Oh, I need shell casings. I got gunpowder. Oh, that's what I use my alcohol for. Well, I need more shell cases. I wonder if there's places I can buy that. Figure it out.
What the? Get the... Oh.
You said it, Chief. There's your wisdom for the day. Daily aspiration. Right?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Rock. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Oh, I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
Like I just take the bullets.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr.
I'm not
Reed.
that kind of officer.
Now, don't try my
PI.
patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Got around here. Anything good? Mine, please. Lewis was aware of his actions. Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the fight with Albert Throgmorton. Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Lewis was under mental influence. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. What? Gotcha.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
Now I just gotta sort this out. Gonna get attacked by another one of them. Dude, I really should. Fuck that thing. Ugh. Don't run at me.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. bullets mean more than bills.
Yes, I'll take that. Love me some bullets. Alright. Case complete. New case lost at sea. So I got a revolver. That's a lot better. More my style. Brain? What is that? Antipsychotics. A shot of powerful antipsychotics to keep your mind clear when you need it. Ignore the side effects list. Understood. Coil spring. Coil spring. I don't like how that's the ingredients for that. Army issued bolt M11, easy to handle and to carry. Concealed. Carry concealed. A private eye's weapon of choice, uses 38 pistol rounds. Trusty 6-shooter bolt Model D, nicknamed the Widowmaker, uses powerful 40 cartridges. Nice. Key to headquarters, Lost Expedition. Alright, I'm gonna end this one here. This is a great first case. Thank you all for joining me. Hope to see you next time at the round table.